strength and physical strength development.
Right.
And you've been doing this for decades.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of the easiest way to jump into this.
Right.
Anything you want to throw into there that I may have left out?
No, I'm saying I'm 42 years old now, and I've been doing this since I'm 16. So I started working at a gym. At that point, it was a hardcore bodybuilding powerlifting gym, and I would work there at nights after football and stuff. And so I got to see a lot of advanced bodybuilders and thing, and meet bouncers and stuff. And before I know it, I go from training no one to like I'm bouncers at the strip club coming there. I'm writing them programs and stuff. So I got kind of thrown into the wolves with like top dogs in a sense right away.
How long did it take you to get with Art Labar and Paul Leonard from that point there?
So I was with a guy named Steve Hall.
Yeah.
He started me out, and then he kind of got out of powerlifting and stuff. So I went to college at a place called Moore Park to play football and do track. And there's a guy named Chuck Lamantia. You know who that is? He just passed, and he was a really good guy. He
had a video magazine, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He announced all the Venice Beach meets, and I knew he'd know the answer. So I said, hey, who do I need to get with here in California? I said, I'll drive however far I need to. Just let me know. He's like, here's this guy's number, Paul Leonard. Just call him up. So I just cold called him. And he's like, all right, come down. And then I came down, and they liked me, and there I was.
How long of a commute was that for? How old were you?
Okay, so I'm 18 years old.
18.
137 miles each way. Go down there 1 to 2 days a week. And I mean, it was like I got so used to that drive. It probably shouldn't have been taking that drive because I was so tired, but it was like I knew the roads.
Yeah.
And it was, I mean, it was worth every second of it because I go down there and we train for 2 or 3 hours. And then after, I usually stay with Paul, would stay after, we go walk to this burrito place and get a burrito to eat. And like, I picked up a ton of knowledge from like, Paul was real pragmatic in programming, very smart, had like a real good base of knowledge. He also wasn't somebody that was set in his ways. Like if you had like if he found out about a good idea, he wasn't like, no, that's bullshit. We've never done it like that. He was real open to it. And Art Labar was like really somebody you learned a lot from mentally. That dude is like unshakable. I mean, he come off working construction like 13 hours with no warm up and like pull a deadlift PR, kind of just next level. So it was kind of like a really good combination to learn from. You had like the pragmatic, really smart guy, put in the work brick by brick, and then the guy is just, fearless and crazy.
Was this in a gym, or was this in their own private gym or a garage?
I don't think they would have been welcome in the Orange County gym. It was in a private garage, so in Paul Leonard's garage.
Okay.
Then later they moved a lot of it over to a guy named Manny's garage, who's over in Costa Mesa. So
at that age is around the time you bench 6.
Yeah.
So 22. That was when you were training with them?
That was more when I was training with a guy. So Paul had moved away. And so I was training more with a guy named, George Brink is?
Yes.
Yeah, he was the first guy over 50 to pull 800. So I called him up, and I used to just cold call people. That's my trick. I'd see if anything about him. And they always like nicer than you think they'd be. So, hey, George, saw you deadlifted 782 or whatever it was before I got to 800. He's like, can I come train with you? He's like, only if I can start benching with you. I said, you got a deal? We trained together. Then my dad actually never was in a powerlifting or anything, but he started benching with us. Got up to like 415 at like 54 years old. I think he's best in college, like 365 or something. And we all, me, my dad, George Brink, mainly, and sometimes my brother when he's on, he would train, and we would. That's kind of how we did that. And then from there, I was doing personal training in California. I was talking about this earlier on one of the videos we were doing. Just I think my mindset was off. I was convinced somebody like me that was kind of scary couldn't make it like as a trainer in a beach town. So from there, I moved to Tennessee, and with the right mindset, just started blowing up. And I had more business I knew to do with it about a month versus like two or 3 years of not enough business. So clearly, like all in how I was looking at things was on me.
So it was you, yeah,
100%. Like there'd be like a way to. There might not be like as many people in like Santa Barbara that are trying to get ready for football or want to like do whatever, but there are plenty of people like rich dudes that want to be trained by one of the strongest guys, kind of thing. You could definitely sell that to like, doctors saying like, oh, hey, this guy trains me, kind of thing. So it was on me. Went to Tennessee with the opposite, thinking everybody's there to play football,
get strong.
And before I know it, I have no room in like a month of being there.